It's the last round of the battle of the luxury cinemas in Singapore. Cathay versus GV versus Shaw for top spot. Cathay has the best seats, Shaw has the best food, but who has the best service? That is the factor that sets the luxury cinema experience from the average one. Across all three cinemas, the public can book movies a few weeks before the release of the film, via online or telephone booking. After waiting in the lounge area, butlers will personally show you to the hall and to your seats when it's time for your movie. So if you're feeling the need to snack in the middle of the film, just press the button on the oval table and the waiter will shortly come to your side to take your order. GV Gold Class was actually the first to introduce this butler service. And the same is done at Shaw's Premier Theatres. What would the butler sort of value add to the service here?
Well, it saves you from getting up from your seat if you want something from the concession stand. So you just press the button, somebody will come to you and will ask you what you want. And if your wish is their command.
At Cathay's Platinum Suites, they take an even more personal approach. Okay, let's talk about the butler service. Do you guys have a butler service? And if you do, what does the job entail for them? How do they provide the service to us?
Well, we've gotten higher staff ratio here. One of the reasons why it costs slightly more in terms of ticket price is there is a ratio of 1 staff to 12 customers. That is because we want to give more time, attention to them. Some of the radical differences you notice in the cinema, if you experience it soon, is we greet you to your seat because the lounge offers 28 seats just exactly to what you have upstairs, which means every patron has a seat to himself. In some of the other cinemas, they do not offer exactly the same number of seats in the lounge to those equivalent to those in the cinemas. So you have 28 seats for 28 customers upstairs. So everybody is guaranteed of a seat, so you don't end up standing outside or waiting outside because the lounge is so-called full. So that's one difference. For the butler, we will assign you to your seats. We will tell you where you can be seated and introduce ourselves by name, and then you will know that you can actually get your food from here, from the lounge itself or from the seats itself. We give you a hot towel service before the feature starts. That's to give you that cleansed feel, so you're all excited. With that,
you awake.
Yeah, it does. You definitely would do that. And most importantly, it helps in a way whereby customers can order food anytime throughout the whole screening. It's not necessarily that it must be ordered before the screening. Sometimes for a lengthy feature, they may want to have a hot drink or they may want to have a light snack to go with that. You can order the food anytime. And what's interesting about it is you can make payments during the show or after the show. Some of the things that we notice differently that customers really like to be treated different in that sense, and we realize they do not wish to be disrupted during the screening itself. So we'll come back to collect payment after that.
She got a pair of eyes that are brighter than the summer sky. When you see...
Even though the lounge at Cathay's Platinum Suites can possibly get crowded during the turnaround of cinema sessions, this rarely happens. With a friendly and attentive staff who greet you by name and make sure you're settled in, Cathay's Platinum Suites win this round for service. This is not to say the other two lack good service. When I attended their services, I was greeted with warm and friendly wait staff at both Gold Class at Vivo City and Shaw's Premier Theatres at Next Mall. However, coming up tops in both service and comfort, Cathay's Platinum Suites is currently the best luxury cinema in Singapore. Just remember to order the gourmet popcorn.